after opening your office here in Shaw Boulevard, and you talked about expanding your offices here, where are you planning to open your open more Fusion 6 branches, if you call it? I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with the term. And what are your considerations in looking for the next office for your company? What are the criteria? Can you elaborate on that?
Thank you. Thank you for the question. Very, very relevant and very close to my heart. So, as today we are inaugurating this facility and also later this week in Legazpi. So, of course, now the next location. So the next location, as of now, we don't know. We will be exploring. The criteria is talent. I think that's what we look for. So where it will be, we don't know. We keep on exploring. We have a large team here who keeps on exploring various locations and in and around where there are educational institutions and where there is a depth in the talent pool. I think that's where, and as we all know, all our work that we do, or most of it, 99% in Philippines is driven by English language, either spoken language or written language or something you can understand and communicate in English in various modes. So that would be the key. But for sure, we are very happy with the two kind of non-metro locations that we are, that is Silang and Legazpi, and we will continue to explore more. We, relatively speaking, we see better retention, and though the training takes a longer in some of these provinces to bring our team member up to the level of efficiencies and up to the level of skill, but then it gets very well compensated in terms of the productivity and the stability that we get in the long run. And so
I think sir, if you could add a flavor of the acquisitions that we have made, and in particular, if you talk about what we've done with SCI and S4 in terms of
yeah, sure. So I think so that's one flavor. Maybe one thing I missed to mention when I was giving my intro is we have grown through acquisitions, right? By acquiring companies. In the past 1 year itself, we acquired 2 companies which were based out of. They were global companies, but they had substantial operations in Philippines. A company called S4 Communications and another company called STI. So a lot of these companies, they were kind of struggling, so we acquired them, and we could bring them into the Fusion fold.
I'll probably add on what Sir Pankaj just mentioned. For everyone here, you guys already know that we have our presence in the major islands of the Philippines. So Philippines will not be Philippines without Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. So in Luzon, we've got 4 sites already, 5 to be very exact. We used to have 2 sites in Visayas, that's in Cebu, and probably, hopefully, Sir Pankaj will, try to open a site in Mindanao, because we don't have a site there yet. So there's a lot of talent there. I personally come from that island in Cagayan de Oro. So yeah, probably at least to cover all the major islands of the Philippines, we might take a look at that.
Hi, I'm Justine Davila from Business World. First of all, congratulations for the launch. Would you be able to share how much investment was poured in opening the business?
Sure. So I think between the infrastructure, people, training, I don't have the exact figure, but I have my CFO. So Ganesh, you can maybe help me with this. How much investment?
Call a
So
friend.
it is $4 million. We have already invested in Shop 500.
Okay, 4 million US dollars.
Yes, US dollars.
So this facility, 4 million US dollars.
And from what I understand, you mentioned that you expect the creation of 2,000 jobs in a year from this site and also the one from the Castle. Can you maybe break down how much will be created here and also the internet?
Yeah, so I think the estimate as of now is around 1,500 job creation out here and around 500 in Legazpi.
And earlier it was mentioned that the company is working in 5 verticals. I'm just curious what kind of jobs or maybe what kind of clients will be served here in Shaw and also in Castle.
Yeah.
I think,
Sure.
maybe Mark, you can start and I can add on to what specific type of work we do.
Okay. So here in Shaw, we have clients from the telecommunications industry, mainly based in the US. For the Gaspi, we do lead generation work for various clients for various industries as well. So that's PFSI, telco, and also from HTG industries.
So, as a company, what we do is anything between customer acquisition to customer retention, right? So we help companies acquire customers, we help them support them by providing customer service. We run loyalty programs for them, and and then outside of the customer life cycle, we support on the technical side with technical support, and then there is new age work that is coming in. For instance, in the high-tech growth vertical, we are doing a fair bit of data annotation work. Now, data annotation is to help teach the artificial intelligence platforms of different types of AI organizations. So we are doing data annotation as well as technical support type of work. Specifically, going into different verticals, telecom, we help these large telcos acquire customers, support them, and we also get on the technical side. So on the technical side, we are doing really high-end work, which is billed at, let's say, $80 to $100 an hour as well. And then we are doing the regular customer service work as well. So the entire breadth we are supporting on the telecom side. PFSI, again, customer acquisition, customer service type of work. Healthcare, we have health plans as customers where we are doing member support, we are doing provider support for them. We've got clinics as our customers where we do patient engagement, patient experience type of services, which is patient appointment scheduling, helping the patient remember that they have to take medicines on time, those type of things as well. And then retail, full life cycle of retail, and high-tech growth I really talked about earlier. So those are the types of work. What exactly would happen? We don't know the quantum of it, but we know that in the next 3 months, how many are we going to hire?
We're looking at around 1,000 hires in the next 3 months.
Okay. So it is, there is an outlook number of jobs that we have, because we know that we have signed up business, and there's also new business that is coming in. So it's a mix of both.
You may follow up.
I understand that this two expansion will add 1,100, about 1,100 seats. Do you know how much seats does the company have?
Yeah, so I think in total, I think this between these two locations is 1,100 is getting added. And if you take the existing seats that we have between our other locations in Manila, then Cebu, I think the total number of seats will be roughly around 3,000 across all these present.
You had a question.
I'm Andrea Sanal from Business Center. I'm just curious,
You can give one of
what with the strategy of setting up your with the how you first set up your fusion. I mean,
Why did you first set up in the countryside before setting up in Metro Manila? And why Show? Why not Makati?
We have always been in Metro Manila area, but we have also been in the provinces. But
Yeah, I think as I was speaking, we are here since 2009. So I gave the story when I came here, there was a big storm, and so we have been in Metro Manila since 2009. In terms of the provinces, it is a recent phenomenon. We have started going into provinces in the last 4 years. So like Legazpi was around 4 years back, Silang was around 3-4 years back, and then recently Legazpi.
to answer your question in a different way, we are as much a Filipino company as we are an Indian as well as any global company, right? So we now have begun to acquire a much greater understanding of what type of talent comes from the provinces, right? So now our strategy is a combination of Metro plus the provinces, so gives us access to a much better, sticky talent pool actually.
Would you like to use the mic so that others can also listen?
Yeah, she had a question, sorry. Let's go to you. Yes, sir.
Yeah, we have one mic. This will be
It's
circulated
okay.
now.
We can share a mic, no problem.
Hello, my name is Rana Rap for ManilaSocietyGreen.com. I'm just really happy to learn about that Legazpi opening because back in 2005, I was one of the pioneers for the BPO, MBS. Like, I don't know if you guys are aware of that. And I've been with the company for 8 years. Pero this is what happened. For the first few years, we operated in Legazpi City, but then there are a lot of calamities and there are a lot of internet connections and electricity, something like that. So after a few years, they decided to move us back here in Manila. So my question is, it's now 2025. How do you guys prepare for mga calamities in Legazpi City? Kasi naranasan namin noon na like buong center, Legazpi Center was shut off. And then we're so happy because we were like sleeping in the sleeping room, So how do you guys handle something like that?
Yeah, so very nice. While how we handle it Michelle will be able to answer, but what I can say, since your experience in 2005-8, things have improved drastically. The local government and the administration has done a great job. Legazpi is good. There's no power, like they are normal, but it gets covered by the generator backup and all we have. Internet is stable. So from that perspective, the environment is now all okay. Now, yes, we do face disasters, and how we handle it, we have our own unique way of doing it. We have been doing it for many years. As I mentioned, we are now present in Philippines for 15 plus years, and we have seen multiple large number of disasters, across all the locations. And let Michelle answer how we exactly handle those.
Yeah, thank you for the question. To answer your question specific to Legazpi, I understand it was like years ago, right? So, what I can say is that at least when we started in Legazpi, we didn't just choose the site because of just talent. So Fusion came prepared. Legazpi being a place, it's known for typhoon prone, right? So when I would cite a very good example, we had that typhoon in Legazpi last year, where most of the competitors that we have, just like what you've mentioned, nets were down and all that, but in that strategic location where we are at the moment, everything was business as usual. So that's kind of a pride that we have in Fusion, because again, we always prepare for what is coming ahead. There we have different support groups who handle this kind of concerns. Another example I would cite would be just last week. It was like pouring every single day here in the city. It is expected that the attendance would be would not be perfect. We had our own way of dealing with with this kind of situation. From the tagline of our logo, the power of human connect. We made sure that our employees are well fed. There were transportation that were provided to employees. There were incentives given specific to employees who made their way out just to be here on site. We even made some of our rooms here as a shelter for those who couldn't go home because their houses were like drowned in water. So those are just some of the things that we've done as a company. Because again, at the end of the day, employees is our gems. Without them, business